78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. But here's what's wild. Nearly half of them use a budget. They track every dollar, they clip coupons, they cancel subscriptions, and they're still broke. What if the budget itself is the problem? Today I'm going to show you 5 ways your budget is actively sabotaging your wealth and what the top 1% do instead. This isn't theory. This is pattern recognition from analyzing how money actually flows to the people who have it. Let's get into it. Sabotage number 1, the scarcity trap. Traditional budgeting is built on restriction. Don't spend here, cut back there, sacrifice now for some vague future payoff. The problem? Your brain hates this. Neuroscience research from Cambridge shows that scarcity mindset literally reduces cognitive function. You make worse decisions. You experience decision fatigue. You burn willpower on whether to buy a $4 coffee instead of saving that mental energy for opportunities that could make you $4,000. The wealthy don't budget to restrict. They allocate to expand. That's not wordplay. It's a completely different operating system. Now here's where it gets worse. Sabotage number 2, the income ceiling problem. Budgeting assumes your income is fixed. It's a defensive strategy. You're playing not to lose. But wealth isn't built on defense. It's built on offense. Every hour you spend categorizing expenses in a spreadsheet is an hour you're not spending on income expansion, side businesses, skill development, strategic networking, negotiating your salary. A McKinsey study found that the average millionaire has 3.2 income streams. You know how many income streams budgeting helps you create? 0. It just helps you shuffle around the money from the one you already have. Stop trying to optimize your way to wealth on a fixed income. The math doesn't work. Sabotage number 3, the time-money inversion. Here's a pattern interrupt for you. Most budgeters value money over time. Wealthy people do the exact opposite. They'll spend $20 to save an hour without blinking, because they understand that hour could generate $200 of value if deployed correctly. When you spend 45 minutes driving across town to save $8 on groceries, you're not being smart. You're being poor. Harsh? Maybe. True? Absolutely. Your budget is training you to optimize for the wrong variable. Time is the only non-renewable resource you have. Money is infinitely renewable. Read that again. Sabotage number 4, the wealth allocation flip. Traditional budget structure looks like this. Income minus expenses equals savings. Whatever's left over, you invest. This is backwards. The wealthy operate on a completely different formula. Income minus investments equals lifestyle. They pay themselves first, not as a cute savings trick, as a non-negotiable system. Data from Fidelity shows that consistent investors who automate contributions build 47% more wealth over 20 years than manual savers with the same income. Same money. Radically different outcomes. Your budget puts investing last. That sequencing alone is costing you hundreds of thousands in compound growth. Now let me be clear. I'm not saying abandon all financial awareness. That would be insane. Sabotage number 5, the awareness illusion. Budgeting gives you the feeling of control without the reality of progress. You know exactly where your money went last month. Congratulations. But knowledge without action is just expensive trivia. Wealthy people don't track spending obsessively. They track net worth. They track asset growth. They track cash flow from investments. Different metrics, different outcomes. So what actually works? 3 shifts. First, automate your wealth building before you see the money. Set up systems that invest 20% of your income before it hits your checking account. Remove the decision entirely. Second, focus on income expansion, not expense compression. For every hour you spend on your budget, spend 2 hours on income generation. The upside is uncapped. Third, track net worth monthly, not daily expenses. Zoom out. Are you getting wealthier over time? That's the only metric that matters. Your budget isn't evil, it's just incomplete. It's a tool designed for survival, not wealth building. And if you've been running survival software while trying to play a wealth building game, now you know why the results haven't matched the effort. If this shifted how you think about money, even a little, subscribe. I break down wealth building strategies every week that go way beyond the generic advice you've heard 1,000 times. Hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. Your future net worth depends on the decisions you make right now.